Hey guys, so today was another kind of nice day. It's still a little chilly in here in the garage, but I'll be able to manage to go ahead and make a handle. So there are different ways to make a handle because it's still kind of cold. I'm not going to do the pulling version of a handle, and then because that also requires a lot of water, and my hands would be really cold. But I did go ahead and buy these extruder guns for school. So I believe we have 2 sets, and then I have another set here at home. But this is the exact set that you would be using at school. And there are different dies that come with them. So let's see if I have some of them right here. Like this one, I was kind of playing around with this earlier, is like a star shape. Okay. But I just got a pack that has specific ones for handles. So we're going to be using those specifically for our handle for today. All right. So I'm going to open up our cup here. Okay. So because it's been super damp in the garage, my cup has kind of stayed wet. You can even see some of the moisture on the cup. Okay, that's why it's nice and shiny. It's actually dripping and onto my hand. So that's been the other part too, is trying to get things to actually dry while being in the garage. So that also is a problem. So anyway, here's our cup from the last time. I'm not going to trim this. I am going to show you though how to put on a handle. So I'm going to just put this on my back. Make that a little bit easier so that you can actually see what I'm working on. And again, we're going to just kind of extrude this. I'm going to start extruding it onto the bat to see if that makes a difference. Actually, this one's already better. All right, I'm going to kind of just rip ours because I've made this now long enough. Okay, so we get a nice kind of thick handle with this indentation. All right, but we get a nice forming kind of handle here. All right, so handle, you want to cut this so that it bevels nicely where this is. Okay, so if I'm looking at this angle here and I want this to kind of be like this at the top. So you want your angle to be more like this, where there's less on the top here, more on the bottom, so that when you are matching it up to here, okay, it goes right in there, okay? And then you're gonna kind of think about what kind of shape your handle should have, okay? What do you think is going to be the most realistic? Can you get your hands in here? Is it your fingers? What are you putting in here? I keep denting my pot because it's just so soft. Okay, so think about what kind of handle you think would work best. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark and score where I want the top of this handle. And I do have some slip here. Score and slip. Same thing for this, score and slip. Okay. Go ahead and add this on here. Then what I'm doing is I'm blending this in. Going with the curve and blending in and down so that that's really nicely attached. I'm gonna dip my finger in some water here. Just the littlest bit. Just to kind of smooth that out a little bit more. Okay. And then go with the actual shape that I want. All right. your shape should complement the pot that you threw. And you also want to be able to, again, make sure that your hands, fingers, and whatever can fit through here, especially when it shrinks, because we know that clay shrinks. You either can know the percentage, or we just say it shrinks twice, one while it's drying, and then the second time while it's being fired. So I'm making sure that this is straight, first off, and then making sure that I like the shape that's happening here. So again, I'm looking at it like this, I'm looking at it like this, I'm looking at it like this. Okay, so I think this is a good kind of handle for this mug. I think this is a nice shape. You can kind of play with this a little bit more too. And right now I'm just kind of marking kind of angle I'm going to be cutting this at. And I'm going to put this upside down for a second. Going to cut per how my angle is. Okay, so you kind of see how my angle is for this and how it would kind of just fit like that nicely. Again, making sure I'm keeping it straight. If I want to lift this so it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, I can. Again, making sure that it's straight. Okay, and kind of marking where I want. So I'm going to say that I'm not going to have it end all the way at the bottom, just a little bit before. I'm going to mark this. Okay, going to lift this up a little bit and start to score and slip. I have to get some more slip out of my bucket. All right, and again, I'm going to put this back upside down. Score. Slip. And attach this. And I can see my line. Again, making sure that this is straight. And pressing down. And then taking my finger and again, doing the smoothing part, making sure that those lines aren't seen, because we know that they could ultimately mean cracks. And right now I just had a few little kind of dents or indentations, a few little, I don't want to say like cracks, because I don't think that's what they really are. I think it's just me kind of stretching and playing with the clay a little bit, and just needed to have a little bit more clay in those areas. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just moving the clay back into those areas, making sure everything is nice, clean. I didn't jab my fingernail in anywhere. And again, just making sure that all these areas are nice. Okay. So I have a rubber tipped tool. We do not have these in the classroom. This is my personal tool. Let me clean it off so we can actually see it. But it's a rubber tipped tool. Okay. And because it has this nice rubber tip, I'm able to kind of get into these areas. Make sure that everything has been compressed down. Okay. Alright, and then we have our nice handle fully attached. Okay. I also try to add some clay in here. And I'm actually going to take this from the scraps that I have. I'm gonna adhere it in with using my rubber tool. Because that space could cause a problem, especially when drying. Okay, so there we go. It's a nice looking handle. I can get my hands in here. I can actually fit my whole hand in here, which is kind of nice since it's a bigger mug. Again, kind of just playing with that shape a little bit more. So there's that. All right. Once this kind of dries out maybe a little bit more, I might actually show you a bit of the Sgraffito techniques. Again, you saw how wet it was. So I'm gonna kind of let the handle dry on here. I'll wrap it back up. That way everything maybe can get leather hard all together, which is kind of what we always want. We always want things to dry on the same level, okay? So I'm gonna go put this back in. The reason I didn't trim is I kind of maybe want to do Sgraffito on the bottom, and I don't really have a thick bottom. So I'm going to show you that. I know you saw in another video possibly about the Sgraffito, but if not, I will show you on this pot. I have a design in mind that I kind of want to try out first, and then we'll go ahead with the Sgraffito. If I have any wax, I may show you wax resist as well. I have to see if I have any here. And the next time that I'll be throwing, hopefully is on another nice day. It's just a little too cold to throw today, but I will be showing you how to throw a bowl. And then I might do some techniques there. So, but I wanted to kind of finish this up at least at this stage, and then show you again, like I said, a decorating technique. I was also going to try to just reiterate like sprig molds and stamps possibly. So we'll see if I can actually get them to dry here in the garage. All right, well guys, I hope you're doing well. Remember to keep up on your work. Okay, I'm gonna put this back, wrap it all up nice in my Walmart bag. So this time I'm kind of just gonna lay the bag on top because I do want it to dry a little bit. Okay. All right, guys, until next time. Bye.